Hello, welcome to Hidden Existence. Hope everybody's doing all right out there tonight. I'm so sorry, I'm a little bit late. I'm going to blame the Nonna boss and Kevin. Oh, 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 okay, we're back. It wasn't a steamy chat, it was a StreamYard chat. So yeah, no steam. Jean, how you doing? Hello to everyone. Who have we got in? Give me a second. I'm all out of sync now. What's going on? Oh, that's not telling me, everybody. I'll have to do it this way then. So hello to Jean. Kevin Parker, how are you doing? Gary Spike Sr. Oh, the Bigfoot hunter, Max Powers, is in. Tamiel? Aloha. Yeah, I'm saying it all wrong, but hello to you. Val, Lindsay, anybody I've missed, I'm sorry. But hello to everybody. I'm just checking in with you guys because I'm going to be doing Encounter Hub in about an hour and a half. If anyone wants to join me, I want you to send me an email and then I can send you a link. I'm going to have it on for maybe run for a couple of hours. And it'd be really good if you guys joined earlier. The earlier, the better, really, because then I can, if I need to go off, I can go, but I need to be there to get people to add people to the chat. So if you can join early, I would appreciate that. How are you doing, Scaredy Cat? I just missed that. And Maggie, how are you, Maggie? Addy Overbay. So yeah, is anybody going to come to the Encounter Hub? Let me know. It was it good last week? Well, I think it was good. Yeah, it was good last week. It was on for quite a few hours, actually. There was an interesting conversation going on. Some people experiencing some really weird things. And it would be good if you've had some experience. It doesn't just have to be Bigfoot. It can be any sort of experience. But yeah, it would really help if you had something weird or unusual, because other people are having stuff happening, and it would really help if they can connect with other people, so someone understands what they're going through. Good evening, Jack. How are you? Jeff's in. How you doing, Jeff? So let me know. Send me an email, and I will send you a link. Hello, Sharon. How are you doing? How's the treadmill? So yeah, that's about it, really. If anyone's got any questions, anyone wants to come up and chat with me, join me up here. How you doing, Mike? Hope you're all right. Yeah, that's all I was going to do, was give a shout out. I should have done it on was it last night? I'm completely lost today. I'm losing track of time and days. Last night was on with Max. Yeah, I should have announced it last night, and I forgot right at the end. So I thought I'd better come on and mention it, and hopefully I'll hear from some people. I thought I'd come on early anyway. I've got a little bit of time to kill. Thought it'd be good just to come on, say hello, and see how people are doing. Hello, Val. Good to know, Sharon. That's good. So yeah, tomorrow night I've got Nonna Boss is coming back on, and we're going to be talking more about, not more about pareidolia. We're going to move on to something else, but about other stuff that goes on in the community that maybe needs questioning a little bit. And so we're going to get into that tomorrow. I don't want to give too much away, like it's a secret, but I hope you join us tomorrow and we can cover something else about this Bigfoot kind of subject and what we believe in, and maybe stuff we shouldn't be believing in just because people tell us stuff. And you know, who do you think? Let me know in the chat. Who do you think knows more has knowledge, more knowledge of Bigfoot than what you do? And how do you think they have that knowledge? Let me know who you look up to, who you think has, you know, more information, more knowledge than most people. Question but verify. Yes. We just kind of go with the flow, don't we, on this subject? We're all looking for answers. We do tend to look to people who are popular, perhaps, and I don't know, we just kind of go along with it. Some of us do just go along with it. Oh, I've had something walk across my roof in the night. It's on 2 legs, not a cat or a dog. That's interesting. Is that a regular thing? Has it just happened once? That would be creepy, wouldn't it? If you heard that. It's not like something in your attic, is it? Definitely on your roof. Oh, that'd be worse if it was in your attic, wouldn't it? Field debates with a good group. I think that's what you're trying to say there, Max. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Where about? Oh, yeah. Where are you? You're in Europe, though, aren't you, Sharon? Is that where it was? Thank you. What I really need is, you know, is people to not to just agree with me, but to understand where I'm coming from. And anything I talk about is about how I feel and my opinions. I'm not an expert on anything in this subject at all, but I do see things that kind of disturb me a little bit. And, you know, I want to be able to talk about that. I think there's, you know, a lot going on that we just completely ignore. And anybody who's kind of serious, I mean, to what degree, I don't know. I don't take it too seriously, but, you know, I want to look at it in a positive way. I don't want to keep going through the old stuff and the really dodgy stuff. And I think some people get taken in, and that's not, you know, it's not anybody's fault. We do want to believe, we do want to, you know, look into things, but do we really know? Can we really trust people, what they're saying? It's, I guess it's how people are presenting themselves is the important thing. And absolutely, if we speak our truth, the rest will fall into place. And we need to do a little bit more of that in this subject and not just follow a crowd or just follow an opinion. It's really important that you know, you use your own brain, your own logic, and support those who are really trying to do something. Maybe not in even that. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this, other than we need to kind of filter out things, I think, channels and the way things are done. Because if we keep going this way, I mean, there's just no filter, there's no regulation. I know we can't do that in this subject, but we have to get on the right path. We have to have a clear sense of where we're going with this subject, and be realistic about it. Be realistic about what we're being presented and what we're being told. But I'm going to get into that tomorrow a little bit more, well, a lot more with the Nonna Boss, and how easy it is to kind of just fall into, you know, the narrative, whatever anyone is trying to sell you. And I actually mean that, selling you an opinion. There's no facts. Well, there's no, you know, I don't think anyone's got any more knowledge than what you guys have got, and me. I think we all know what's out there. I don't think anyone can tell us any more. So why do we look up to people who are really kind of milking it? I'm going to say that's probably the word to use, is milking this situation to a bunch of people who want to look for answers, but shouldn't be I don't know, made a fool of. Yeah, I don't either, Maggie. And I can admit that I really don't know a lot about this subject, and I just can't believe anything. Not that I don't believe people's experiences, don't get me wrong, it's when people start to say certain things and you think, how do you know that? It's so hard to prove things. Yes, know-alls, red flags, definitely. There are no know-it-alls. I'm telling you now, all you guys in the chat know as much about Bigfoot as the rest of us. I don't believe for 1 minute anyone's got any higher knowledge than this. Not us guys, the guys that hang around in YouTube and Facebook and all those other sort of social media places. We're kind of all on the same level, and that's the important thing to remember. The water's so full of mud. Definitely is. Nobody knows it all. I know what I have experienced and share it if it will help someone. That's the thing. Is your experience is the important thing, and each of them are unique. And yeah, I would say people are, an expert of your own experience. What happened to you? You were there, but I guess that's the limit, isn't it? But how can we clear it up? Can we, unmuddy the waters? Can we create a path, a clear pathway, to maybe find some answers? I don't know. I'm just, mulling things over. This subject gets so frustrating, and I'm sure that happens to a lot of you people. You kind of go around in a circle with this. And hi Zoe, long time no see. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, I get sick of going around in the circle, and then you bang your head, and then you go back around again, and it is a little bit disappointing when there's so much kind of rubbish out there, and people just playing things off as Bigfoot when there's just nothing at all to back it up. It's a bit all over the place, isn't it, this subject? So I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we put a little bit more effort into what we're accepting? When you support people, you're enabling them to carry on what they're doing. Unless you say something, things don't change. So, what are you saying, Maggie? I think personally, apart from everything you've said, Daniela, this isn't humans. It is. It is very difficult, isn't it? All you can do is, never force anything onto anybody, which is what I've been going on about the last couple of days and last week. But you can share your opinion. You can share what you think, and it might plant a seed in someone's head. They might go away and, think about it. But if we don't talk about it and we don't make suggestions, nothing will happen. So maybe I'm, trying to start something here where we, stick together a little bit and try and sort out the I don't want to keep calling it rubbish, but the stuff that isn't relevant, the stuff that nothing can be proved. And I'd love to build a picture with what we've got, and it's not a lot, but I'd like to start from there and then add to it as and when we can. It's a big job, isn't it? I'm not expecting anybody to all jump in and do it, but I'd like for you to think about it a little bit. What can we do? Hello, Delamos Mars. We aren't going to learn anything new if we don't raise the bar on what is acceptable evidence. Discussing, looking at things and evidence just causes stagnation. Absolutely. We've got to be able to talk about it, haven't we? We've got to be able to say, you know, I'm drawing my line, you know, I draw lines at stuff like the pareidolia stuff, the bush pictures. Don't want to know about them. If you like them, that's great. You do that. This is me and my boundaries with it. It doesn't enhance the subject. It's not going to further anything. Having a pareidolia picture, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't do anything for me. And I'm pretty sure most would agree for the subject. It's not going to go into that pot of evidence. There's no way. So maybe we should all, you know, draw some sort of boundaries. I don't know. It's just a suggestion. Zoe says, everyone speak their mind and clear communications on what is an opinion. Preferencing what they believe, I think, rather than dogmatic statements regarding other people's experience might be a good start. Yeah, definitely. Yes. Saying, I think, believe when discussing other people's story rather than this is, yes. Yeah, we do. We hear something, don't we? And then we just pass it on and suddenly that becomes a fact to somebody. Or, you know, oh yeah, they killed them, or oh yeah, this happens, or whatever. Nobody can prove any of these things. So the picture that is being painted is really, really false. So I don't know. It's a massive problem. I can't fix it. I just think if I do my thing and do my own little journey with it, then that's all I can do. And I hope some people kind of, you know, jump on board and follow my journey with this. It's kind of how it's always been anyway. I've always wanted, you know, to solve this mystery. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I'd really love to clear the path a little bit and raise that bar, raise the standards of what we need to be looking for and looking at, in my opinion, of course. How you doing, Jay? Bigfoot barbecue. You're making me hungry now. Just as you've come in, you'll probably be cooking something really tasty, won't you, in a bit? Jay Fritz, you're doing fine as can be expected. Back home in my easy chair. Where have you been, Jay? Hi, Lindsay. Daniel, I think the old saying is trust, but verify, and that is so true with this in all subjects you're seeking to learn on. Definitely have to find your own answers here, because I don't think anyone can tell you. How do we find them? I have no idea. It's not easy, is it? It's not easy, but common sense can really make a difference. Oh, nightmare. I've still got ankle issues. Been really, really sore this last couple of days. Just been limping really bad. Nothing worse, is there? Not being able to get on your feet. So I hope you get better soon. Zoe thinks, as far as evidence, Zoe says, I think it's a good idea to not do pics that you need to point things out on. If it's clear enough for proof, it's obvious even without it. Yeah, I mean, are we not all on the same page here? Like, if you have to have things pointed out on a photo, it's not enough, is it? It's not enough. Even the red circles are not enough, or blue, or red, or yellow, whatever. This isn't like logical. This just doesn't make sense. You wouldn't do it with anything else. You wouldn't go taking pictures of anything else and trying to pass them off as something that's there when you don't know. It's sad. It's really sad. But like I say, with these pictures, if you've got, you know, if you were there, if you heard something, if you felt something, if you saw it, then yeah, you've got something to go with your picture. But really, I'd rather listen to your story, to what happened, than try and work out, end up my eyes getting crossed and everything. I don't want to. That's not, I love photography. The last thing I want to do is like start trying to work out essentially like a magic eye. Do you remember those magic eye pictures you look at and you've got to like get your eyes in a certain way? I don't want to do that. And that's how it feels like. And yeah, you never really see the results anyway. Go on then, what you making? Smash burgers, maple bacon and waffles. Ugh, sounds terrible, Jay. Definitely don't want any of that. Oh, get an easy chair and go and sit in the woods. I hadn't heard of one till the other week. Jay made one the other week, and they're tasty. Well, they look tasty. I'll have to give me the recipe, Jay. I have to try it. This is not a logical subject all the way around. It isn't, is it? It isn't, but if we used logic, maybe we would be looking at it in a different way. If we put, I don't know, there are too many things that happen and go on that we associate and put all together in the box. But, what if they're not all connected? But yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't really know how we're going to change anything. But, I'm going to try and look at this in a different way. Or the way I'm doing is just like, everything with a pinch of salt, any facts with a pinch of salt to take, that way, because we really can't prove anything. If it might feel insulted when someone starts pointing and circling a photo, it's not nice, is it? It's not nice. People putting you in a position to almost make you agree with them. I can't do that. I find it really hard to just pretend. And there's just no way I'm going to do it. I just, like I say, it doesn't make me feel very well looking at those photos. It really does turn my stomach a bit when people are insisting there's something there, and there might be, but I can't see it, and that's it. Move on. Watching live from South Africa. How are you doing, Cryptids Africa? It must be, a couple of hours, an hour or so, 10 o'clock there. You're an hour in front in South Africa, or 2 hours of me. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm just, getting a few things off my chest, the way I feel about this subject. I really want to, keep in it, but I don't know how much more, how much more can we go with this? Of the old stuff, rather. I don't know. Maybe I need to go to America and go out in the woods and do something. I can't do anything from here. I can't contribute to this subject from here in that sense. But that's not the only important thing, is going out. Anyone who's sitting there thinking, I just sit here in my chair and tell people how it should be, or what I want, and all that. And I get that when I'm not actually boots on the ground. But this is what the Encounter Hub's about. It's my little contribution to this subject, because I can't get out boots on the ground. I can't go looking for Bigfoot, finding evidence, and all the things that I wish people would do. Because I want, I just want answers. I want to know. So this is what I try and do, is to provide a little space for people who want to come and share their experiences, and they don't want to come live. They don't want to have an audience. They don't want to be with anyone else than people who understand their situation. And that's all I can do, is provide that, and hope that people come along and use it for their own benefit. And I think people do. I know a lot of people enjoy being there. Jack, are you coming tonight? Gary Spike Senior, are you coming tonight? Let me know and I'll give you a link. Jean, I'd like to see you in there one night. And we've got Brown Dwarfing. How are you doing? Gonna take me out in the bush in Australia with the yowies. So which one? Which one, Jack? Please don't say banners, because that Kerry never took that photo. We could get into that one day if you want. Yeah, email me, Danielle@hiddenexistence.com, and I will send you a link. All right, Gary, I'll send you a link then. Jack, I'll just send you one. If you guys can come on earlier than later, and then maybe I can go after an hour, because it'll probably get late. It was really late the other night. Jay, yeah, well, it's here. You know, this is what I've been doing. It takes a while to, you know, create things. But right at the beginning, when I started doing live shows with Kerry, I knew there was a need for a place for people to talk, which ultimately that's what we were doing, is creating that place. But I had so many people contact me, and there's literally only so much I can do. I can't physically help people, and it's took me a while to, you know, work out just what I can do. And that's why the Encounter Hub happened, because I realised people want to talk, but I can't relate to people's experience because I haven't experienced anything. But I can find other people that have, and together you can talk. And like I say, it's made a difference to people. And I'd love everyone. Well, I can't fit you all in actually, but I'd like some of you guys just to come and try it. Come and sit in and have a listen. And is that yes you want a link, or yes to something else, Jack? We can do a house swap now. You live in the Rover and I live in sunny old England. I don't know which bit of sunny old England it's going to be. I think we're going to have a good one this year, apparently. I think everyone's going to have a good one this year, but nice to see you too. Purple turquoise waving. I get, you know, when you put your emojis, that's how I see it. I get it in the actual description of what you're doing. It kind of takes away a little bit of the actual image. Thank you, Lindsay. You know, I've had some resistance when I speak my mind sometimes, but I don't care really. I know what I'm doing here, and I'm not trying to sound, you know, big-headed or anything. I know I've been here for people, and I can do, you know, I can do what I can do, provide that space and do these shows and bring you guys together. But some subjects need talking about, and I'm going to be doing it a lot more. And I do want to kind of, you know, push the boundaries a little bit and ask you guys, you know, what you think about certain things and why we do certain things in this subject. And who knows what's going to happen, but we need to change the conversation. We definitely need to do that. I can't keep going around having the same ones. I'm sure people get sick of hearing the same old conversations. And I know there's like a, you know, different levels of people that come into this subject, newbies, you know, who start at the beginning like we all do. But wouldn't that be great for someone just to like hook onto something fresh and different, which can maybe filter out a lot of the rubbish that is out there. And a big thing of mine is, you know, it's one thing supporting a channel financially, but what are you actually getting out of it? And I hope it's not further knowledge, thinking you're getting further knowledge, because there is no further knowledge in this subject. Now, there might be, I'm just saying where we're at. Like, you know, we're all privy to the same information pretty much. I think we've got to be really careful who's saying what and why they're in this subject. But we're going to get into that tomorrow. I don't want to keep, you know, getting into this too deep tonight, because tonight it's about you guys and having a safe space to come and talk and share your encounters, or just be with other people that have had them. Let me just check something 1 minute, guys. Okay, so that's great. I've had a couple of emails, plus the guys that are coming. So yeah, guys, it's going to be like in maybe like 45 hours. I'll start it. Just give me time to do a couple of things, and send me an email, Daniela@hiddenexistence.com. Hopefully I'll see you tonight. If not, I'll be on tomorrow night with the Nonna Boss at it's going to be 6 p.m. 6 p.m. 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you all will join me for that. I just remind myself about that. Other than that, guys, I think that's about it, unless anyone's got any questions about anything, absolutely anything at all, go for it. I will answer them. Let's see, let me just go back through the chat. Sorry, I've been trying to find people in and a community of emotionally stable to treat people well, mature, just plain decent. It's rare. It is rare, but I hope that's here. I hope that's you find that here, and with these guys in here. You know, we've been at this quite a few years, haven't we, guys? From BIGFOOT ODYSSEY over to here, and we've had crazy waves, haven't we, of emotional highs and lows in this subject, and big dramas and small dramas, and people stick together. All the good ones, we do stick together, and I really believe, you know, we have got a great supportive community. And it's just the odd ones. It's not people's fault, actually. It is this mentality, which hopefully, you know, maybe we can change a little bit the way we think about things and the way we do things, because we're all getting conditioned in one way or another. If you want to believe in something, you will be conditioned if you focus on it and you listen to what's out there. So maybe it is. I think it's 6 p.m. because I'm doing it at 11 UK time, just to mess that up for everybody. So 11 UK, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. Anyone Pacific Mountain Time? I'm sorry, guys, you'll have to work that one out. I'm not sure. It's going to be like 4 and 3 o'clock, isn't it? So yeah. Jean, how are you doing, Daniela? And how is your pup? So the pup's really good. She's just like, you wouldn't believe she was 15 going on 16. She's in good spirits. She's absolutely fine. I'm doing all right. I'm still working on the walking and the gym and yeah, just stuff like that. It's going slow, but maybe this is how it'll be, always going a bit slow. But yeah, I've had some physio this week, and I did something, I don't know what it was, trapped a nerve, got some knots in my back, but it felt like someone had punched me right in the bicep on my left hand, so I really struggled to put clothes on or just bending. It feels a lot better today, but the last 2 days have been really, really painful, and it all, it's all connected to everything. When you something happens to you, there's just like a knock-on effect. But I'm on it. I'm getting there, and I'm okay. So that's the main thing. It did, didn't it, Gary? We've actually made some good friends from the hub, which is what I like. Is some really genuine friendships in there, and people helping other people out. It really is. It really is. You're welcome to come along, Nonna Boss, tonight. Just let me know. I will. I'll send you a link. Scaredy cat. I ask questions first, and I make up my own mind. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Literally, nobody else can give you the answer. Kerry used to use this term, is room temperature. A term for people who just stick together, who don't want to, rock the waters or anything. They just want to stay in that kind of zone with people, and you all kind of follow the same thing. And when we read things, sometimes I don't think we're really reading, and when we're listening, I don't think we're really listening to what is being said. And when you do, sometimes you're listening to an absolute load of rubbish. Politicians do it all the time. But yeah, that's just me. I started really reading stuff and looking at stuff people were putting out, and it's just rubbish. Some of it, unfortunately, it doesn't make sense. And for me, when things don't make sense, I have to question it. I don't want to just go, okay, that's it. Things don't make sense. Let's talk about it. It's just such a crazy subject. Jim, in the same position. It's very difficult, isn't it, coping, especially moving around. And if you're putting no weight on it, even harder. I don't know how how do you carry anything when you've got crutches without spilling your coffee all over the place? I mean, I've had my first practice at that. But yeah, you will adapt. I know it's difficult, but it will get easier. It'll get easier. But yeah, you have to really have things worked out, don't you, to make life a little bit easier when you're not so good, and you do live on yourself by yourself. It's a challenge. So yeah, I do feel that. Thank you, Brown Dwarf. I'm getting there slowly. Right. Okay, Nonna Boss, I will send you a link. What else have we got? Caught for Brains, how are you doing? Long time no see. Oi, Rita. Hello, Rita. So yeah, going out on a limb here. I think majority of us who get this subject are empaths. Definitely, this seems to be, not just a creature, if that's what it is, just a creature. I'm not suing him, not making any claims, but the really sort of thing that connects us, most people, is the emotional effect of seeing one of these things in the whole situation. And most people are emotionally affected by this, and I think that can switch on your senses a lot more. And so some people who are here who haven't had an experience with actually Bigfoot, but maybe another traumatic experience in their life, are drawn to this because there's a caring and kind of supportive energy here, or they're listening to people who are trying to support people, and that can make you feel better. Wes Germer, Sasquatch Chronicles, is a great example that he's there for people who've had experiences with Bigfoot, Millions of people listen, download his stuff, follow him. And I followed him because, you know, I was getting comfort from listening to him comforting people. He does that in his own way, doesn't he? How he talks to people, how he makes them feel. And, you know, when I lost my mum, that was kind of where I went when I was grieving. And it was almost like, you know, putting a comfort blanket on, listening to someone who, you know, Wes has got a great voice as well. So it was a bit like getting, you know, like a Wes hug or something. And people get that from everywhere. There's lots of places where you can go and feel like you're part of that, or that makes you feel good, or that gives you some peace, or, you know, makes you feel inclusive. It's this is a very emotional subject for people in one way or another. So yeah. Jean says most people have experienced them once have gifts. Then more than once have gifts. Okay. It happens though, doesn't it? When you lose something, you gain something. When you lose you know, like your sight, then your hearing, you know, could massively improve. What if you lose, you know, a bit of your how can we say it? If you feel a shift, you know, when you have a traumatic experience, and it can alter you, it can change, it can turn you, can't it? And who's to say that turn doesn't open up something else? I'm not sure I'm describing that quite well, but I hope people get that. Maggie, I think not being believed is such a traumatic experience. It motivates people to listen and care. It can be anything important. Someone hasn't believed or been ridiculed for it. It shifts paradigms, possibly. Yeah. It's a crazy subject. Yeah, but I'm fascinated by it, and that's why I'm here. And that's why you guys are all here. It is absolutely fascinating. I don't know if we'll ever get to the end of it, to the answers, but, you know, we have to put our heads together a little bit more, don't we? We're just literally just going along with the flow. And there's a great saying, you know, only dead fish go with the flow. Maybe we need to start swimming in a different direction and seeing what happens. Who knows? You know, let's try something. I don't know what. I'll have to have a good think about it. But yeah, definitely. I'm for a change. I kind of always have been, but I don't know what that change is. It's really hard, isn't it? But it's like being a little planet and having a pole shift. There you go. There you go. That's exactly that. Yeah. So guys, half an hour for the encounter hub. I'm gonna have to go and do a couple of things. My dog probably wants to have a little wander around the block before I do anything, even though it's late. And then that's her done for tonight. Lindsay, people have told me multiple very close to me, just laugh, so don't even bother telling them, bother with them anymore. Yeah, it's such a hard, you know, imagine, you know, can you imagine me here in England, when I'm talking to someone new and then I mention Bigfoot and you just know they haven't got a clue what you're talking about and you've got like 2 minutes and you just can't do it. You can't explain what Bigfoot is in 2 minutes. So, yeah, it's not good, is it? I'm going to start early, Gary. I'm going to be up for an hour, and hopefully people will join within the first hour. Then I can put them up on the screen, or I might have to actually. Well, we'll have a chat in a bit. But yeah, I really need to I'd like you to all guys to come early. Then I can add you to the screen. Then if I need to go, I can go and you can carry on talking. I found no one is really listening because they can't. It's maybe we can change this. I don't know. Have a think about it. Have a think about what I'm saying. Like I say, I don't really know where I'm going other than maybe we need to speak our mind a little bit more. And if we do have questions and feelings and thoughts about this subject, let's get them up. Let's discuss it. Let's, try and be logical about this. I don't know. I'm trying. Right, guys, I'm going to go. So hopefully I'll see you in the Encounter Hub. There's my email address. If not, I will see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. I'll be here with the Nonna Boss, and we shall continue some of this tomorrow. All right, guys, you have a great night. Take care. See you all soon.